What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we can talk about AMC, GME, as well as the overall broader market. So today, AMC was down for 4.18% for the day. It had a high of $9.67. The average volume on AMC is around 48.85 million, but today's volume was around 36.33 million. The volume is definitely going down every day. There is not much of momentum that is getting into AMC right now, just after the split that happened between AMC and the APE. Now, the retail investors are a little bit scared because of many factors. Just because of that split happened and the stock price of AMC went down quite significantly, and the overall broader market is going down as well. Now let's come over to the GameStop. Now, GameStop was down for 3.19% for the day. It had a high of $32.28. The average volume on GameStop is around 10.94 million, but today's volume was around 4.29 million. Again, the volume is pretty low in GameStop as well. I would say it was pretty low in the SPY as well. Everybody was selling the SPY rather than buying it. There was a lot of fear today in the market because we had the meeting today. Jerome Powell came in and he announced that he's not going to pivot anytime soon. That was the only sentiment which the retail investors and the overall broader market, the Wall Street, was expecting, that if this is the time we are getting near to a pivot, then the market would rally. But Jerome Powell made it very clear today in the meeting that he is not looking for any pivot anytime soon, which sent the SPY down significantly today in one trading day. The SPY was down for 3.38% for the day. It had a high of $419.96. So you can imagine the kind of volatility that we experienced today. The SPY opened at $419 and then it went down to almost $405.31. And I personally believe this is not going to stop on the Monday as well. We will keep going down a slight bit more further because the kind of expectation the Wall Street was having that the Fed might pivot and we are going to the moon from there onwards, that philosophy is completely out of the window right now. Now you just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. And even the VIX is rising up. You can see over here for yourself, the VIX was up for 17.36% for the day. The kind of lows that VIX was making, it was a slight bit suspicious and it was setting up for a higher high. And that's what happened today. It exploded because the overall broader market was having a downtrend. Now let's come over to the options for the AMC. Now I've increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now these two whales were buying put options, which is nothing new right now. A lot of individuals are keep buying put options and they are betting that the AMC will keep going down from here onwards. Now when I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whales and the retail are doing, majority of them are again onto the downside and they are buying a lot of put options. Now comparing AMC as well as GME to the overall broader market, they didn't go down that significantly the way the overall broader market they went down. I would say majority of the stocks were in the same bucket. It's just the SPY which crashed quite a bit, but the majority of the stocks weren't down that much the way SPY went down. The rest, there was nothing majorly suspicious coming out of the options flow for the AMC. Now let's come over to the option flow for the GameStop. Now having increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now majority of these whales were onto the downside. Again, the overall broader market is going down, so everybody is betting towards the downside. But personally speaking, there is not much of a sell-off that is experiencing in majority of the stocks out there the way the SPY is going down. Now when I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whales and the retail are doing, now majority of them are again onto the downside and they were buying these $80 put option that's going to expire in 111 days. Was a slight bit suspicious. These individuals are extremely confident that the GameStop is going to keep going down from here onwards. And there was these $32 put option as well that's going to expire in 6 days. Was slightly suspicious as well, and they are all betting that the GameStop will keep going down from here onwards. Now let's come over to the option for this buy. Now increase the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now this one whale was buying a $440 put option that's going to expire in 20 days, and he's paying $16.1 million for it. And he's buying 5,000 contracts. Now when I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whales were doing, now majority of them are again onto the downside. But surprisingly, there are quite a bit of players out there, those who are buying call options on the SPY, and they are expecting that the SPY is going to go up from here onwards. Now there was this one $490 call option that's going to expire in 146 days. This individual was buying 30,000 contract and he's paying $2.43 million for it. That's quite a bit of money that this individual is betting, and he's betting towards the upside for the SPY, and he's buying way too much out of the money call option, which can actually significantly bring down his premium if the stock market just keep going down from here onwards. Though he has given enough time to himself, but 490, it seems to be a little bit impossible right now, because the kind of speech that Jerome Powell gave today, it seems to be like we won't find any kind of uptrend coming into this SPY for a while from here onwards. Now, when I bring down the premium a little bit more further and see what exactly the mini wheels were doing now, majority of them are onto the downside, and this $387 put option that's going to expire in 20 days was a little bit suspicious. And it seems to be like this is a big institutional money that is coming in, and they are all betting that the SPY is going to keep going down from here onwards. And now when we have a look at the chart of the SPY, now the kind of dump that we experienced today, it's like a record breaking. We haven't experienced this kind of a downturn in one day for a very long time, and it seems to be like it's going to go down like this a little bit more further from here onwards. We might see something similar sort of a drop that is going to be experiencing in the SPY. But the main thing is this: we have some gaps over here which need to be filled. So most likely, if the market is going to go down significantly, we're going to definitely see some sort of uptrend coming back into the market, but not anytime soon. The kind of volatility that we experienced today, it has never been experienced. We have never been down 3.38% in one day. A lot of individuals were still betting that the SPY might keep going up. Now a lot of individuals are still buying call options on SPY, and they are betting that the SPY is going to keep going up from here onwards. Now we just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. But before we go, we just have a look at the chart of the VIX. Now, by looking at the chart of the VIX, you can see for yourself this slow and steady downtrend that was been experiencing in the VIX for a while finally broke to the upside. And then we had slight bit of downtrend over here. We had this kind of a volatility experience a little bit couple of days back, and then we had a slight bit of sell off to the downside, and then we had a huge spike towards the upside. Though it's not that significant, it's not that kind of a huge that we have experienced in the past, but still this is a spike, and we might keep going up on the VIX from here onwards. Though there is a little bit of gap in the VIX, what does it means is the market can definitely find a reversal. The VIX is definitely going to try to fill the gaps over here. Even in this SPY, there are quite a bit of gap to the upside. Most likely, it will try to cover up the gaps, but we just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. So thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my channel. I'm going to see you in the next one. Cheers.